Alright everybody, welcome back to another Saturday Night Rocket League brought to you by Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. It's your boy, C-Money. And I'm joined today in the booth by C Biscuit. How you doing, Biscuit?
Doing good, doing good. Ready to watch two prospect teams and one officially get their first win of the season down.
Oh yeah, it's very exciting. You definitely love to see somebody go away with some type of momentum after a game. These mid tiers, they fight for their playoff spot and whatnot, but maybe this year can swing some momentum and maybe get one of these teams fired up to start fighting for a playoff spot coming up here soon in the prospect. Being they're both 0 and 5 coming into today, which is unfortunate, but not everybody has a great start.
True. And we're looking at a very new face Rook team with the addition of Little Richie and Apotron. They were picked up yesterday, so just because they're 0 and 4 with a big roster switch up, two new starters, it could be spicy for them. While Jaguars picked up Noodles recently as well, I believe, and I don't see him in the lobby currently, so I don't know if he's playing tonight, but if he is, I mean, both these teams have definitely made some roster moves within the last 3 days, it looks like, for both of them, and that could be important to this matchup.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very exciting matchup, though. I feel like both teams should come out with some type of fire and hopefully a real hard uh, push to get their first win here. Is obviously they've probably learned at this point that a win's not going to be handed to them at any point.
Yeah, nothing's free here in Nemesis Gaming League, except for hugs,
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly. So before we get these boys started up, looks like everybody is here. You got any spicy series predictions for this one?
It's really hard, and I don't like voting against my boy Elite, Season 1, Wyvern, shout out, but, I mean, if Rook's picked up two new people, and I know Bubbly isn't a man to really just drop people and pick up people. He's very tactical. I gotta feel like he made two big pickups. I don't know too much about Avatron or Richie, but if
New
Bubbly is
names to
willing
me
to
as
risk
well.
it,
So
I'm gonna have to pick Rooks today. Hopefully 3-2, so we can have Game 5 content though.
oh yeah, it's Game 5 content's what everybody wants to see. Uh, Very spicy. I don't know. I feel like it's definitely going to be a hard fought match. As Tank Pillow and Drizzard are a very potent combo here. But as we get these guys lined up pitch, I've always Psycho's got some good sayings out. But
Oh, you're stealing lines, huh?
yeah, dude. Hey, good lines are good to use. As we get these boys started off for the first kickoff. Little Richie, he's going to try to start this one off strong. Can't quite find the flick he was looking for. This one's going to be defended away. Micro, he's on this one. It's up in the middle. A little too far there for a teammate. He couldn't quite get that one out the corners. This one's in front of net. It's dangerous, but Drizzard there bails out Tank Pillow from an unfortunate open net there. But starting off, it's looking like you're, oh my goodness, little Richie trying to spice things up here. Starting off here, it's looking like your, Rook's prediction is going pretty hard, Biscuit. They've started off with the first 30 seconds of pressure here.
A lot of pressure, and Little Richie giving us a little glimpse of the mechanics he might be holding. I mean, he's been putting all the pressure on, and what an incredible save by him. And he's kind of almost like a one-man wrecking crew already for Rooks. And if I'm Jaguars, I'd be a little scared of that.
That's definitely true, but they turned around and got their own 30 seconds of pressure there. This ball now hangs out in the midfield. He's on it. Oh, Richie gonna get a nice catch and a good 50 position there. Blizzard, no boost to work with to get back to that one. Hanging out in the mid. Cleared away by Micro. Pushed off the corner. Little Richie gonna try to get a fake, but Pink Pillow's gonna get cut off. This one's now coming back by. I'm gonna go with Apotron. That's a good name for him. Oh my goodness, a triple commit comes out. But luckily, nobody there from Rooks to punish them. Drizzard now sends one to the ceiling. Tank Pillow, he's gonna go for it, but he's gonna get beat out by Apotron. Elite trying to keep this one going mid. Big clear coming out from Drizzard there. A little bit awkward here, but nothing bad yet. Drizzard, he's gonna put a slow one on and can't find the second one to put back in. Apatron with a good spawn there. The tank pillow. Cutting it off in the mid. Micro, a little bit of a sky ball there. A little Richie now. He's going to send one up for Drizzard. Drizzard almost got that one, but 50 away. So this one's now being cleared out. But Elite, again, trying to push some offense here. 50, going to go to midfield. No one back in net, and tank pillow. Oh my goodness. No way. What the heck is this? Okay, that ball has 3 pixels where the space left there is. Tank pillow gets an unfortunate 6 crossbar touches. He's now up for it again. He's going to try to get something going. Elite, try to send it to the middle. And after about another minute of gameplay here, Biscuit, it's kind of looking dangerous here for the Rooks. Is kind of lost a lot of the pressure they had early on.
Yeah, and I mean, Jaguars, I remember last time I cast them, they really just need to capitalize on some looks, and they've had 2 or 3 really good looks at the net. I mean, a Drizzard one being the third of them, but they just really need to get these balls in the net. I mean, it's so close, it's so far, but they could easily be up 2, maybe 3 goals right now if they just improve their accuracy on net just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, this crossbar was not favorable in a couple of them, but I do agree their shooting accuracy might be plaguing them. As little Richie to take that one off the ceiling. Can't quite get the air dribble. He's played Biscuit too many times, but oh my goodness, Apatron, he is there, and he's going to get the 50 to send that one in to break the 0.
Yeah, and this is just kind of the karma of Rocket League, right? I mean, you fail a few shots you should have made, and eventually it feels like the other team punishes you with 2 unfortunate 50s for the Jaguars, and Rooks get a goal, and it should be at least tied, in my opinion, if not a goal to be down 1, but it's how the cookie crumbles.
That is very true. Very unfortunate. As Drizzard gets a nice flick past 1, but Apatron able to take that one to the side. And Drizzard with an unfortunate bump there on tank pillow. Richie taking that one away. Baiting it. Micro. He's up in front of net. Elite.
Oh, Elite.
Read that no touch there and gets one to clap back for Jaguars' first goal.
And Elite, just reading the fact that Micro is out of position, awkward, I'm unable to touch that, and makes a great read off the ceiling to tie up the game. And nice shot by Elite. Proud of you, son.
As tank pillow, oh my goodness. Ooh. Jaguars, heard you say their shooting percentage was trash as the kickoff goes in heavy favor for them.
Yeah, man, geez, I should have just been quiet. I mean, they must be listening to the stream and they're like, you know what, Biscuit, shut up. We're going to make these next 2 shots. Watch this.
Yeah, definitely. As the Jaguars have now put 2 away in a row. Currently have the pressure as tank pillow on the ball. Gonna send it off the backboard. A little out of the reach there. Drizzard, he's gonna put a shot on. But Apatron able to get back last second there. Apatron with a big back pass and a bump there. Just gonna get in the way of the clear of Drizzard there. And apparently not make the touch.
Yeah, Apatron Prime out here just being the Decepticon of the group. Just making it look like he's going to go for a bump, kind of goes up and forces Drizzard to pretty much own goal. I mean, Apatron was dunking him no matter what at that point.
Very good positioning by him, and we're going to get this one tied up. The last 20 seconds here. Little Richie, not the guy you want to see on the ball if you're Jaguars. He has pulled out some really good stuff so far, but Apatron going to get this one past 1. One's falling in front of net. Drizzard, he's got to make the touch, but he was last back. Micro to the middle, but then to the wall. No time left. This one's going to fall, and we're going to hit overtime in game 1. The content you love to see out here. Little Richie, he's going to win that one. Going to go up for it, and he's going to try to follow it. He's going to land on his teammate, giving Brooks the ball back here. This one's in a dangerous spot, but Drizzard able to get it. Push to the corner, and maybe a little reset here for Bull. That was some mayhem. Drizzard again, though. Apatron couldn't quite find the clearing touch. Drizzard, again. Drizzard's just going ham on these touches. Drizzard tries for that one again, but nothing's going to quite fall for Jaguars. There's Apatron. He's going to try to get some nutty redirect. Can't quite find it. Steals the boost. Causes a distraction. And that's going to be an epic save from Tank Pillows. Demo's not going to allow us to see that one. Elite now. He's going to get it past 2. He's up. Couldn't quite get it touched mid. But it's going to force the last one out. Drizzard with a good 50 to keep the pressure. The little Richie, he's up. He's got a little boost to work with. He doesn't have anything now. Couldn't quite find the next touch in time. Tank Pillow. Oh my goodness. The Rooks almost putting themselves in a Rule 1. Would have made it a 3 versus 1 there.
I think they broke it as league management. I officially FF for them regardless of score.
This kid's not happy about the events that just happened. There's Elite. Gets a nice touch mid. Little Richie with a booming clear. Tank Pillow. Send it to him. Gonna be slow played here. Little Richie trying to get some fanciness coming out. Unfortunate 50 for him though, as that's gonna go over his team. Trying back out. Get past another. Go for the boost steal here. Double commit off the side wall. Beat. Drizzard having some debacle there. As those ones an unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay there. Jaguars with some very unfortunate shot placements. Is the first one crossbars. Needless to say, this one's in the midfield. No real danger yet. Gonna try to get one going on his own. Beating Tank Pillow with a little bit of some communication going on here. Back though. Gonna boom that one down. To Elite, who's gonna get the touch. Gonna put it back up for Drizzard, and Drizzard, he's gonna send that one home, giving Jaguars first dub in that 2-minute, 30-second overtime.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Chief. I was getting a little nervous in that overtime there. I mean, both teams just going back and forth, and a great little passing play coming out there by Elite and Drizzard to really seal and throw the defense off just enough for Drizzard to put it in and get this first game out of the way. And first game nerves on stream are a thing, and when you get the first win, it can help ease those nerves a lot more than being the one to lose first.
Yeah, definitely. As you kind of saw those nerves coming down on these guys there at the end, as there was quite a few more double commits and team bumps coming out, going down the line. But going into this next game, I mean, Rooks were not out of that by any means. What do you think they have to do to edge out the win, or in regulation or overtime?
I think they just got to capitalize a little more on these double commits that Jaguars are throwing out there. I mean, they double commit a lot on defense, and if Rooks come in and clean up more of those, start looking maybe for some passing plays, a little less solo plays out of Richie and Apatron, then they could really put the Jaguars in a bad place really fast.
I definitely would have to agree with you on that one, as game 2 getting underway here. Jaguars took the first one. Let's see if Rooks can clap back for the second one here, as favorable kickoff goes for the Jaguars there. As Elite, he's up. Apatron couldn't quite find the touch, but Micro on the catch. Gonna try to dribble this one out. Lost a little bit of control. Hanging out in the midfield. Big dunk coming out from little Richie. Send this one in the corner. Gonna go up for it, and he's gonna find that one. Oh my goodness, what a read from Elite.
Oh, Elite doing it all himself here. Just hits it to the corner. Micro unable to read the touch, but Elite, like a librarian, reads it and shelves it easy.
I love your little phrases that you got going on.
They're off the top of the head too, so you should really like them.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they go bad though.
Biscuit found out how to think today, ladies and gentlemen. It's a dangerous day, especially since he's playing tonight.
Yeah, watch out, Vortex. I got a brain. 3 IQ today instead of 1. Be afraid.
Elite gets a nice pop in the midfield to get it over 1. Can't quite get the flick he was looking for. He clear out for Apatron. Tank Pillow with another easy clear back. Micro waiting on it. Elite waiting on that. This one, it's dangerous, but little Richie with a good backboard read there. Nobody quite in net. Tank Pillow though. Couldn't quite find the shot placement. This one, hanging out just off the side of the Jaguar net there. Elite, he's gonna pop that high in the corner. Micro on it. He's going to get that one mid, but nobody was quite ready for it. You see a little bit of a double commit here, but nothing they get punished for. Little Richie gets a nice 50 there. Pink Pillow. Trying to get it clear. Micro was waiting for it. It's looking like the Rooks are not very happy with that 1-goal give up there. Biscuit is they've now possessed most of the offensive pressure here after that kickoff.
Yeah, and you know, when you give up a shot like that where you feel like you should have the clear, you know, there's a lot of pride from every player in every league, and they feel like they should make those clears. And sometimes when you get angry about that, you can really crank up the pressure and really put it in someone's face. But it's about, can you score off that pressure at that point and not make a mistake out of frustration.
It's a very good point. See, this is why I like having you around.
Yeah, three IQ.
Oh my goodness, is Drizzard with an amazing solo play of his own this time. He's gonna get the clear in the shot.
Yeah, and I feel really bad for Micro. That's 2 times in a row where he could have had a clear and really helped his team, but off of his miss, just now Drizzard and Elite Prior just getting goals and getting leads and being down a game already. They can't afford to make these type of mistakes.
As an amazing kickoff play comes out from Micro to himself to Little Richie.
Yeah, and big play out of Micro there, honestly, kind of making up for his sins right there. You know, he went to church real quick and he wins the kickoff and then beats Elite misses, and then he just beats the last man by hitting to the corner, allowing Richie to finish the play.
That was a good play coming out from them, but Elite almost answering back for that one. Jaguars now have pressure here. This one, dangerous in front of net, but Tank Pillow just off to the side. You almost gotta feel a little bad for Tank Pillow here. I'm pretty sure he's their high MMR player, and his shots are just a little off to the side today.
Yeah, the scoreboard says he has 0, but I think he's had 2 or 3 good looks over these first 2 games, and last like 0 for shots. I should probably specify because only I can see the scoreboard right now. But he's had a lot of really good looks, and he's just not getting them on right now. I mean, it's not his first time on stream, and I know you can be nervous a little bit, but at some point you got to get it in the direction of the net, especially being the high MMR.
Oh my goodness! What? Little Richie out here probably dusting challengers with this type of aerial mechanics.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest.
Flip that.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. That's impressive. That is real. Round of applause for you, Richie, on that one. I don't know what to say. That actually blows my mind that he just pulled that off.
That was some of the most impressive car control I've seen out here on stream yet. And I stream a lot of these people. So, kudos to that one. Tying this one up with Drizzard. He's going to try to get this one going. And he goes with the slow roller, but Little Richie, he was there ready for that corner slot. He's now trying to get something else going. But he can't quite find the touch as Elite. He's going to take this one up. He's going to go off the ceiling for it. Drizzard going to take it to the corner. Micro, able to get the touch, but gets demoed for his efforts. Pink Pillow to the back wall. Little Richie, he's up. He's going. Micro, trying to get some clear here. 50 in the midfield. He's going to stop that. Apatron couldn't quite find the touch he's looking for. Tank Pillow going to try to put one on there, but Richie able to make the save on that one. Tank Pillow again. Couldn't quite find the read on that one. Micro clearing to Little Richie. Little Richie trying to get the double tap off the wall. Oh my goodness, Micro with a huge dunk, but able to get the clear. And Biscuit, this one's shaping up to be another overtime here. We wind down these last 30 seconds. What do you think one team or the? Oh my goodness, I gotta stop talking. Oh, what the heck?
Wait.
Oh, what?
Right,
oh.
yeah.
What do you think one team or the other has to do here to seal this game 2 away?
I think Jaguars, they can take some quality shots here. Every time they get a look, they're just shooting it. But I think they could really take a second and bait somebody out in net and get a better look and possibly really punish this team, Rook's team.
It's winding down here, but Elite's going to opt to let that one touch. Probably the smart move. It was on his side of the field. Elite with a good kickoff there. Drizzard with a good follow and a good bump to follow it up. This one's hanging out in front of net. Tank Pillow, he's up. He's gonna opt to fake. Micro, the dangerous clear there. It's a nice 50. Gonna take this one down. Probably not much boost to work with. He's gonna try to flick that one to Apatron. Apatron not quite ready. They're gonna let little Richie take this one off the backboard. Gonna find a demo. Micro had the opportunity but couldn't quite make the touch. Apatron 50'd in the midfield here. Micro gonna pop it up. Little Richie's gonna follow. Gonna get the touch almost to the mid there, but cut off. Apatron off the backboard. Unfortunate Trizzard clears into Tank Pillow. Little Richie couldn't find the touch off that pop. Micro knows to work with, trying to defeat the whole team. Cleared out. Apatron couldn't quite find the touch on that one. He's gonna get demoed for his catch efforts. Gonna get cleared the long way. A little too fast there as Apatron couldn't quite catch it. This Apatron with an amazing setup and flop to give little Richie the goal and tie this series up.
God, nice shot. Good little pass there. And just all three players for Jaguars unable to make the read. And little Richie just finding the one hole and putting it through. But I got a feel for Tank Pillow. He had a chance to win that early in overtime, first 2-3 seconds, and he missed it. I mean, I know you're gonna ask me what I want to see, and I really want to see Tank Pillow score at this point. Like, it's hurting me because he's had some good looks, man. He needs to finish that for his team. He really does.
I definitely agree with that one. His shot accuracy plaguing him a little bit the first two, and it'll be interesting to see as we get this one going down the line if he can step it up a little bit, and maybe just needs to get warm, and that's what we're looking for out of him here, as that one could be a game changer. He would have to be the guy to rival Little Richie, which I'm assuming at this point Little Richie's their top MMR.
Yeah, especially 835 to 300 points by his second highest teammate. The backpack might have been a little real on that one.
Hey, a winning team doesn't care if they're in a backpack or not. That's all I gotta say is
True.
tremendous kickoff from Little Richie there. It's gonna get this one started for the Rooks, hopefully. Gonna get 50'd away, and Elite, he's gonna get this one going as he's going hard with a big bump there, but an unfortunate touch. Kind of drops that one off in front of the wall. Mars taking all the boost and all the time here with all the pressure they have. Gonna pop this one up the midfield. Blizzard, he's gonna get beat out there. Tank Pillow, he's gotta make an awkward touch, but he does. He up in time to stop Little Richie. Tank Pillow up again. Now the Jaguars are looking to start some offense of their own, but Apatron can ape his way onto that ball. And that one. This one's gonna popped up high. Little Richie trying to drop it down in the middle, but couldn't quite get it where he needed. Richie on the dribble. I have no clue what's going on there, as he is able just to absolutely drive Tank Pillow in a circle. But Elite couldn't quite get it past midfield defender. And going into this one, it seems like Rooks have a little bit of momentum and maybe some vengeance. They feel like they probably shouldn't have lost game one. They've had a lot of pressure in this one.
Yeah, Micro really has cleaned up his gameplay. I mean, he hasn't done anything that sticks out, but he hasn't done anything negatively that sticks out either, if that makes sense. I mean, a lot of missed touches and stuff were giving Jaguars a chance, and now he's at least making good contact with the ball and getting it to decent places for Little Richie and Apatron to play off of and get goals and other stuff along those lines.
Oh my goodness, Little Richie almost getting the aerial dunk there for the goal, but it's going to go a little wide. Tank Pillow losing possession. Micro gonna cut off Little Richie. Try to get this one past mid, and he does. But an amazing save coming out as that one doesn't quite go in. Another 50 there. He got to get this one out. Yeah, opt for the catch. Gets a nice 50 high. Tank Pillow, he's up for it. Can't quite find the drop, and Elite is going to send it to the middle. He's waiting back. Try to get this one back up. Little Richie with a clean clear here. Get with a good read from that clear. He's going to keep pushing this one. A nice 50. Put in a dangerous spot as Micro drops that one mid. Little Richie clear it out because nobody was pushing that one. Apatron able to get it past two. Gonna push this one. Gonna be cleared away from the corner by Tank Pillow. Now, putting in the corner. Micro with a good touch there. Booming 50 across the field. Apetron to the middle. Oh, Richie, he's on it. Grizzard with a big clear, but demoed for his efforts. Elite to Tank Pillow, and Tank Pillow with a nice little cleanup there. Finally able to find his shot.
Yeah, and I mean, unfortunate miss here by Elite, but Micro just banging his head on the post like a 80s rock fan, and he wasn't able to make the save. And Tank Pillow finally getting that goal he hopefully needs to break through and start scoring some more for his team. If I was Rooks, I'd be afraid of that one.
Definitely would be something that the Rooks would be afraid of. Is, oh my goodness, a tremendous clear. Tank Pillow with a big bump off the crossbar, but Drizzard right there to clean that one up, and he's going to get the goal to put the Jaguars up too.
Yeah, and good catch / bump there by Tank Pillow to really take Apetron out of play, and then a nice little touch to the midfield. And Drizzard, aware and never sure an open net is secure for your teammate and ready for the possibility of the ball not going in, and he scores.
Yes. Oh my goodness, this one wide open for the Rooks this time, and Micro, he's going to find the read just in time as someone was up his bum. I think it was Elite.
Yeah, these kickoffs, these kickoffs are really working wonders for the Rooks. I mean, Jaguars just missing touches off of these powered out 50s out of the kickoffs, and Rooks just capitalizing. It's like you're watching a ones game almost when it comes to the kickoff goals that Rooks are pulling off.
Very true. Is Tank Pillow, he's going to try something fancy there, but can't quite get the 4 wheels on the ball. Now, little Richie, he's in the air again. His aerial mechanics a little crazy, and he does it yet again as he gets another solid air dribble, this time full court.
Lord almighty, this guy has some mechanics. Wow, just whipping out a full court air dribble like it's nothing. I mean, what a great shot, and I feel bad for Tank Pillow because what do you do when someone's got mechanics like that you just can't even compete with almost?
Yes, that one's going to tie it up. And another quick one here is, oh my goodness, Micro trying to go for the triple touch, can't quite find it. The Jaguars are going to be saved from another quick kickoff goal here. And oh my goodness, Elite turned himself around a little bit. Very unfortunate for the Jaguars, as that could have been the go up goal. Now trying to clear this one. Little Richie send it back. Elite send it back again. He's up for it. Nobody finds the touch on that one. Micro, the good clear though. Able to beat one and dunk the other. Little Richie couldn't quite find the touch he was looking for. Tank Pillow with a big clear. This one, it's going to be dangerous, but it's going to go across the top of the net there. Beat with a big dunk to keep some pressure up. Hanging out in the corner. Drizzard finally sending one mid, but little Richie booming clear. Elite though to send it right back. This one shaping up for another overtime, but as I say that, Drizzard off the top of the crossbar. Tank Pillow gonna try to get something going here. 1 second remaining, but that one's gonna drop right as the clock times out, and we're gonna hit our 3rd overtime of the night. 3 overtimes, a tied series. This one's shaping up to be a really good matchup. These teams both really want their first win coming out of tonight.
Yeah, big demo, big demo. Oh.
Lee opting for the pass on that one. Couldn't quite get it to a teammate as Apetron gets 50 in the midfield. Oh, Richie with a huge save there. A double commit coming out from Drizzard and Elite, but Elite with a great pass to Drizzard. Drizzard couldn't quite get the angle he needed, but he's going to be able to turn around and no boost drive at that one, it looked like.
And just a lot of pressure there coming out by the Jaguars team, and they did a really good job there, really not letting little Richie take over in that overtime. I mean, he's dangerous, and they give him space. I mean, we saw it that game with both, I'm pretty sure, both goals scored by, one goal scored by little Richie. He's just done too many clips. I'm getting my brain fried already. I thought I was going to be smart today, but Richie stole that from me. But just a great finish by the Jaguars. Now, 2-1. They just need one win. They got to go 500. 500 for these next 2 matches, and they can walk away at their first series win of the season.
Yeah, that's very true. And with that being said, do you think the momentum and the pressure of being match points going to be too much for Rooks to overcome, or do you think they have a solid chance at sending this one 5 here?
I will say game 4, team morale and team like chemistry is very important. And with them having 2 new people, it's hard to say if they have a high morale or chemistry coming into this now being on match point. And it could lead to some issues possibly for the Rooks.
All right. Very interesting, as I feel like spaced going thus far. We will see if this one gets underway. Game 4 here. Tank Pillow started off strong. Beat trying to get this one followed up, but couldn't quite get the touch he wanted. Micro tried to clear it out, but Drizzard really plaguing this team early. An opportunity, a little bit of a double commit. It sets up an unfortunate crossbar situation there. As Micro now leading the charge. Couldn't quite get it past the first, but little Richie and his crazy mechanics were up for it. But a nice little touch there from Elite. Nobody there to back him up. Richie kind of got stuck dry on that one. Gonna try to start this one out. Gonna touch up the wall. Stowe to follow. Tron. Gonna pop that one down middle, but a big clear from Drizzard. His Tank Pillow is already there. Good 50 from little Richie. Able to get it past 2, and it looks like a wide open net. Never mind, Drizzard knew speed on that play, and he was able to get back in time. He is now start this one. Little Richie, no boost to work with, gets a solid 50 in the midfield. Micro now, gonna try to get the flick. Tank Pillow, good reaction from him. Now gonna lead this charge. Hey, Patron off his own wall, double taps it back into his corner, assuming by accident, but nothing little Richie couldn't take over. Kind of hard to tell how this one's going, Biscuit. It seems like a little bit of struggles coming out from both teams and a little bit of pressure going both ways.
And this Rooks team, I mean, it's almost looking like little Richie 1v1ing the whole time. I mean, it's like Micro and Apatron are kind of scared to give up that goal, and then little Richie's trying to carry the offense in a lot of 1v3 situations. And if they're going to want to win this series, that's not how they have to play this, because,
oh my goodness.
What a save.
Yeah, an amazing save comes out there on that play. Is an unfortunate demo. Oh my goodness, Tank Pillow almost getting the double touch. Drizzard trying to put the shot on, but Apatron just perfectly positioned on both of those times. They make the play out. Little Richie, the big 50 there. Couldn't quite get it where they wanted. Elite gonna try to boom this one down, but Apatron up high. Oh
Big
my
bump.
goodness, and an amazing bump and passing play from Elite there to give Drizzard the wide open net and break the 0-0.
Yeah, big IQ out of Elite here, just chasing down Richie. And I mean, doesn't get the demo, so you don't have the big fireworks, someone dying in front of the net, but still a super effective bump and a super big play for his team to move them up a goal, and while they're on match point to win the series.
Yeah, and that's definitely the person you want to bump if you're trying to get something going. Is he now no boost to work with, able to take it all the way down the field. 50 is going to go in favor of the Jaguars. This one's now in midfield. Tank Pillow, he's up for it, and he's going to try to push one. Oh my goodness, and he follows that one up. This one now dangerous in front of net. Elite looked like a little bit of a ghost hit there. But it's going to be little Richie versus Tank Pillow, and Tank Pillow is actually going to get the save there. Elite, probably a little rush there as he's going to flick that one up to the midfield. Drizzard now going to try to put one on net. Elite trying to get the dunk, but couldn't quite find it. Little Richie able to get it past 2 now. Drizzard, last man, able to get it cleared for the meantime. See it now, he's on this one. Gonna try to find something. Couldn't quite do it. Tank Pillow trying to follow that one. Stealing touch, messed him up. Unfortunate miss from Micro to give Drizzard the ball there in the midfield. A great dunk coming out from Elite there. Gonna try to push this one to the mid, but a good clear coming out. Richie can't quite get anything started this one, and it looks like Jaguars are doing a very solid job of shutting little Richie down and able to hold on to this 1-0 lead.
Yeah, they're definitely respecting his game at this point. I mean, they're not allowing them any space, which is exactly what they have to do when you're in a situation where another team just has a player that quite literally can win the whole game for them.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate series of events for Jaguars there, as they probably had an opportunity but couldn't quite capitalize on it. But Elite almost with an unfortunate touch, but Micro couldn't quite find the shot on that one. Wizard now. It's a nice dunk in the midfield. Tank Pillow is going to opt to take this one to the wall. It's 50'd out by Apaton. This one, it's on net. It's dangerous, but Elite able to make the amazing last second save there. That one might have fallen in the corner. Tank Pillow. Oh my goodness, a double commit comes out, but an amazing bump. Oh, this one. Oh my goodness, Apatron able to sneak through all the chaos and put that one home in the open net.
Yeah, and just two big misses there and a lead out of the play. And Tank Pill actually getting a bump on Richie, which I thought might have been enough to bail them out from their mistakes. But Apatron just there too quick, and now things are almost looking like they might shape up for another overtime here in Game 4.
Yeah, but 20 seconds left. Anything can happen. We've seen both of these teams score relatively quickly, but also take forever to score. As Elite goes for the double tap, and he's going to get it right off the kickoff. Don't speak too soon, folks. Oh my goodness.
All right, Lee, I'm never betting against you again. When you watch this back, I apologize. I understand you're upset with me. You are a mad lad. Holy.
As Elite really shows us that he does not want this overtime. Is a little scared of it, but Tank Pillow versus Micro on the top. Drizzard, oh my goodness, Micro falls on top of his teammate. This one's just rolling around. The closest people are the Jaguars. Now they just not give it away. Drizzard with a big clear, and that one's going to touch, and that's going to give Jaguars game number 4 and the series.
Holy. Oh, my forehead's
And we got to
hot.
do
My forehead's hot.
interviews.
I need a cool rag. Oh my God. What a series by Jaguars, and what a series by Rooks as well. I mean, Little Richie, man, is an impressive player, but Jaguars, way to bounce back from all the adversity of the season, even this series with a few mistakes that could have cost them it, but they powered through and they earned themselves their first win of the season, that's for sure.
All right, let's see if we can hopefully get somebody in here. They're saying Drizzard.
Big Driz.
Hold up, let's see if we get some Drizzard in here real quick. We're about to send this one to break, ask him a couple questions, and send him on his, there he is. I've found him.
So,
What's up, Drizzard? Long time no talk, how you been, bud?
yeah, I'm pretty good. How are you?
You know, thing out here.
Yeah.
So, pretty impressive win there, bagging your guys' first W.
Yep.
Pretty dominating manner almost. I mean, Little Richie though.
Oh yeah, he was pretty good.
Not Control Alt. Elite. That was really good. What a shot at the end. Sorry.
No, just got a new lineup, so it's working out pretty well so far.
Oh yeah. Is there any moments of doubt there with them tying it back up in game 2?
We thought that they could tie it up, but we pushed through in the end. Worked hard, decided to keep strong with our comms, and we came out strong in the end.
All right. Yeah. I don't know. Biscuit, you got some questions? I'm not good at questions.
I got one for you since we're making it quick.
Right.
I'm an emotion guy. I like knowing emotions, and I'm very curious what the emotions were like there by that shot at Italy at the end there in Game 4.
All right. So it was very tense in the end. All of us were kind of shaking a little bit. It is our first game playing together, and we actually didn't have much time to warm up. Yeah, it was really tense in the end, but it was able to work out.
No victory cries after that shot. Nothing. Just
we definitely yelled after we won.
let's say just cool, calm, collected. It's business as usual.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your first dub, and hopefully some more to follow. As you know, we're starting that playoff race now. We're getting to that point in the season.
Yep.
So good luck on the rest of your season, and good job tonight.
All right. Thank you.
Well, that's gonna close it out for the Jaguars versus Rooks. And next up, we got a pretty spicy matchup as we got Ascension versus Flame. Well, another tied series there, if I'm not mistaken, both at 3-2, looking to push their playoff race further ahead. And of course, everybody's got to come for the Rockerman League Director banter that shall be going on. But anyways, that'll be coming up here just under 5 minutes. Hope to catch you all there.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Saturday Night Rocket League. Coming through here in our third week of the season. Things are starting to get a little bit spicy. We're beginning to see some dominant teams. Jaguars just had a nice win. Congratulations to them over the Rooks. Hopefully looking to turn their season around. But for the second matchup of the night, we're going to be heading into none other than the Challenger League. Before we get underway with that, though, I'd like to introduce my good friend and co-caster on the day, and that is Magma. How you doing today, Magma?
I'm doing pretty good. Introducing me. I'm really excited to watch this matchup between Flame and Ascension. Really, both teams 3-2. They are currently tied for third in the East, and it's going to be a very good match.
Yeah, it really should be. And like you said, both of these teams have a tied record. A little bit of not necessarily a rivalry, but definitely Ascension with none other than Rockerman on the roster. Gonna be looking to get a little bit of revenge, as Flame did actually knock Ascension out of the playoffs last season in the first round, I believe. And that was a pretty clean win for Flame, but neither Flame nor Ascension have the same roster, other than I believe now, Flip is the same person who was on the Flame roster last season, and Rockerman is the only remaining player from Ascension. So they'll be looking for a little bit of revenge, and it'll be interesting to see how they match up with similar records, or identical records, excuse me. But are there any other players that you're going to be looking for on either of these rosters to show up tonight?
Yeah, I'm real looking at citations. He was just added today, only 2 hours before the. Wait, that was actually 4:17 a.m. So very early in the morning, Flame decided to pick him up. This is his first game with this roster. Let's see if this gives him the edge over Ascension.
Yeah, and making some moves in the middle of the night, definitely not something you see all the time. Oh, oh no. They're having a little bit of difficulty with the lobby, but that's all right. I think this might actually be his first match in Nemesis ever. I don't recognize the name. I could be wrong, but I do think he just recently joined the league, and so might be getting used to how things run here. As Ascension and Flame joined a little bit early. Real quick, let's go into a prediction. Who do you who do you got? Who do you got in this matchup as we head into the game?
I have always had a weird bias towards Flame. Last season I really became a fan of them, so I think I have to stick with that. And I'm gonna say Flame wins this 3-2.
Flame 3-2. You did at least give them the game 5. It looks like we will be remaking the lobby. Unfortunately, just a quick PSA, guys. If you are ever on a stream game, for the first game before the series gets started, you always gotta wait for that join up message. If you join before, it can cause a few issues. After that, after the games continue, you're free to join as quickly as you want. But we got a few angsty players, so it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, who can blame him for possibly accidentally press that button? Maybe getting a little nervous playing in Nemesis's premier Saturday Night Rocket League. Like it's something to have to play in front of 40 plus people, even more sometimes, and knowing that any mistake is being watched by anybody. But then with that, you hit one clip, and all of a sudden, the adrenaline you get from that skyrockets, and emotions are definitely high on Saturday Night Rocket League.
Most definitely. That's one of my favorite parts of Saturday Night Rocket League and the games that we stream in general. Nerves are always going to play a factor in these matchups, even more so than your typical league game. And some people thrive under it, some people struggle, and some people will struggle but still sometimes show up to make big plays when it matters most. And we'll have to see. Ascension has been on stream already this season. I believe one, maybe two times. I think it was only once though. And Flame, I don't believe have been on stream at all. So maybe a little bit of a disadvantage for the nerves factor, the mental game there. Also with the new roster, things might be a little bit unsteady, but we'll have to see if they can work it out. Citations maybe ending up to be the play that Flame is gonna need. And I
Yeah,
guess we just have to find out as we get started with game number 1 here. Citations Tyrant and Flip Cruel taking up the orange. Green Glow, Reed, also known as Ready, and none other than Rockerman taking up the blue. As Flame will get the first pressure play. Tyrant looking for the pass across, but Citation just going to rotate out on that one. Rockerman gets a big clear, sending Flame back into their half. So they will try to readjust briefly. And now it's going to be Ascension with the plays going for some passes. But they're not going to be able to find anything yet. And so far, a little bit of back and forth from both these teams.
Oh, Rockerman? Oh, Rockerman almost with pretty slow, but would have been one of his better goals I've seen from him.
Yeah, you know, Rockerman not known to be always the flashiest player with the mechanics, but he has a couple in his back pocket. And there he showed off that he does know how to air dribble the ball. Luckily for Flame, there was a couple defenders in net, so they were able to deal with it pretty easily. But still, now it looks like Ascension are hunting for an early first goal. They want to come out strong and really show up here. As Reed gets a nice pass to himself, gets another touch, looking for the air dribble himself. Can't quite find it though. And now Flip gonna try to air dribble this one out of the play. But Citations gets a pass middle. That was dangerous. Tyrant barely, but that's a huge miss from the defender. Oh my goodness. Citations can't capitalize.
Yeah, he used all his boost really for no reason. He just started boosting, wasn't managing his speed at all, and couldn't capitalize on open net. But we almost see him make up for his mistake with a beautiful air dribble into a double tap, but can't quite find it.
Very close, and Ascension narrowly avoiding getting scored on here, but the score has remained at 0-0. Now they're the ones who are having to deal with the Flame pressure. It's not easy. There's another opportunity for Flame. But once again, Ascension defenders are equal to the task, still keeping the scoreline even. Although for now, it looks like Flame has found their footing in this game at least, and now they're the ones with the initiative.
Yeah, we're really seeing Flame take over the midfield. The ball's been on the blue half for almost the majority of the last minute and a half, so this keeps up, they're definitely going to lead to more shots and hopefully a goal.
Yeah, if their pressure continues, you surely expect to see a goal from them soon. But Ascension not letting them have all the pressure, as they will get an opportunity here. No one there to capitalize from Ascension. But there might be another one here. Citations gets a nice block, but Gringlow just sends it right back. And the clears from Flame aren't going very far right now, as Rockerman's going to get another 50. Sending the ball back. Gringlow, Reed, all trying to get the ball centered, but there's no one there. Once again, the ball is going center for Ascension, but there's just no one there to follow up on the touches that they're getting.
We're seeing a lot of pressure starting to come out from Ascension, and now we're really starting to see the players on Flame low on boost. We see 2 players below 30 and then 1 player holding 100.
The boost is running out, a vital part of defending in Rocket League. If you allow the enemy team to get control of your boost, it can be a nightmare to try and clear the ball with nothing in the tank. That's another shot. Flip Cruel caught in an awkward position, but he does well. But the ball is just sticking in this Flame half now. Gringlow gonna get beat on a play right in the net, and he's in a poor position to deal with that one.
Yeah, you see Reed, if you follow him, he gets none of the pads. He's kind of just roaming around, and he has 0 boost to stop the shot, and Flip recognizes that and scores the easy shot.
And by the end of the play, that 50-50 looked more like a 99-1. Flip Cruel just eating the ball into the net. And after almost a minute and a half of solid Ascension pressure where it looked like they were bound to score, Flame comes out and scores the first goal of the game. Let's see if they can get another one. Reed not going to want to let that happen, but Tyrant sends it back. That's a hard shot. Rockerman's defense is up to the task as, once again, Flip taking to the air, looking for the air dribble. Can't quite get the dunk in a useful spot, but the ball is still there for Tyrant. 2 pre-jumping Ascension members. Reed's going to have to get a good clear here. He will, but Gringlow can't find the shot on net. The ball is back in Flames half once again, though. Can Ascension capitalize this time, or will they fall short like the rest of the game so far? 30 seconds left. They're going to need something right now if they can find anything at all. It's almost looking like another goal for Flame as Flip's up for this one. He gets the ball past everyone.
That was very weird, but good read by Flip. I mean, this is the Challenger League, so any reads on those are really good shots, and that pretty much is the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, it's not looking like we're going to see a 2-goal comeback unless Ascension can pull something off crazy. But that was definitely an interesting read. It looked like Ascension probably just ran out of boost there. I would have still expected them to be up faster for a block or a clear there. But it looks like Flame's actually going to add another one, just add insult to injury.
I mean, in this last 2 minutes of the game, Flip really turns up on offense, and he has 3 goals, 5 shots. I mean, you can't ask much more from a man on offense. He's doing it all.
Yeah, and he is really showing up here on his debut on stream. He was one of the players from a Flame roster that actually was pretty much the only team to challenge the Drakes, the undefeated team in the playoffs, taking them to Game 7, actually going up 3-0 and just barely getting reverse swept. But he is an essential component of this team, and he's really shown it in this Game 1 here.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw a few small mistakes from Citations, especially that one offensive play where he couldn't capitalize on the open net, but for the most part, it seems like he's meshing well with the team already pretty well, and with more synergy, this Flame roster might become dangerous.
Most definitely, and right now they look competitive, maybe even dominant towards the end of the game. There was some scary moments for them, though. Even though this was a 3-0 game, I still wouldn't say that it was decisive enough to give Flame a heavy advantage in the series with the pressure that Ascension had and the amount of times they were so close to scoring.
Yeah, I mean, we did see a lot of Ascension pressure throughout the game, but end of the day, if you can't score goals, what does the pressure mean? And we saw Flame scoring on a lot more of their opportunities, so I think the momentum's definitely in Flame's favor right now.
Most definitely, and they are going to be trying to carry that momentum into Game 2 here, as we are just barely getting underway. Flame starting out in their half, but the defender taking a light touch there, try and control the ball. Once again, though, it is Ascension coming out quickly. Gringlow with a shot opportunity, and the shot is going to go through 2 defenders.
I mean, that was just really good shot placement, good pass, all around good play coming out from Ascension. Rockerman recognizes Gringlow in middle. Gringlow recognizes that the 2 defenders are covering one part of the net, shoots in the open part, and now they have the lead.
And I think I may be mistaken, but it looked like Citations was actually caught in a bad position on the goal line and ended up actually getting a weird side flip and own goaling that one. I think it was actually a fairly savable ball, but unfortunate for Flame, and they're going to start off early down here. Now they're going to be looking to bring the scoreboard to a clean 1-1, but it's not going to be easy. Tyrant looking for the pass in field, can't find Citations, who actually just drives right past the ball. Now Ascension will be trying to control this one out of their half, but Citations gets a nice beat to the ball. Tyrant also beats to the ball, but can't quite get that one centered. Now Rockerman with the clear. There's not really anyone there actually for Flame. Rockerman gonna send this one middle again. That's a tough read, but Flip does well to get that read and send the ball clear. But now Reed gets it clear. But so far, it's looking like a pretty equal game too.
Yeah, I mean, no one's stuck on defense right now. We're seeing them fight over the midfield, but for the most part, we've only seen any shots come out from Ascension. So Ascension already has 4 shots to Flame's 1 shot, and that was very early in the game.
Yeah, and Ascension putting on the pressure heavy here. Rockerman looking for the redirect, fakes the defender, but can't quite get it past once again. And now Rockerman once again on defense, cutting back in. And Ascension still with so much pressure, like you mentioned, 4, now up to 5 shots actually. Only one of them going through though. I guess if you can take enough shots, if you can score just a few of them though, that's all you really need in the end if they can just hold off this Flame offense.
Yeah, but we're starting to see a very sustained offense coming out from Flame as long as no one overcommits or misses a boost pad. Like, Flip just did, they can keep this offense for a while.
Most definitely. And almost a little bit of relief there, but
there it
actually
is.
Flip's just going to get a huge dunk and a quick read off the side.
I mean, yeah, I called him out for missing the boost pad. Apparently, he just didn't need it. He sees the open front post and just shoots the easy shot and equalizes the score.
Now 1-1 once again. Sometimes you don't always need that extra boost pad if you can just full send it. Perhaps Ascension thought he would be low on boost as well, but this is another opportunity, and Rockerman with Ascension are immediately going to take the lead once again.
Yeah, this is the first goal I believe we were seeing from Rockerman. No one was back on defense. Rockerman recognizes that and shoots the open net.
And he does well to hit that open net. They're going to need a lot of those. They've been getting a lot of shots on defended nets, but the open net ones are the ones that can really decide a series in the end. As now there could be a chance for another open net. Huge fake by Reed. Oh, but he got too greedy.
Oh my. That could have been his highlight clip of his season.
That was certainly a spicy play. I don't know. The shot might have been blocked. That was actually a pretty smart play, I think, to go for the fake there. But he might have been able to sneak it in. I still respect him for going for it, though. He did at least get the fake. If he had any boosts, that was certainly a goal.
Oh, yeah.
We're still continuing to see this Ascension pressure here now, though. Rockerman going to fake one out. And with 0 boost, just power the ball past another defender. Citations going to get a huge clear. And that's big for Flame, who needs to get back on the offense. Restore some of their aggression from the early games. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a great save from Rockerman, but he can't save the second shot.
Yeah, I mean, this was really risky shot for Citations to go for. They kind of reminds me of like what you'd see out of the G2 roster, where they send their third man to shoot on a possibly easy shot, but let's say he missed that shot and they were getting scored on. So kudos to him.
Oh, 100%. But I guess even though he is a new member of the roster, trusted himself and his team trusted him to not miss that. And in the end, he didn't, so it doesn't matter. They're going to go up. And now, or they won't go up, excuse me, but they will tie the game. This could be another opportunity for Ascension, though. Rockerman gets the bump on Flip, but can't find contact on the ball. Now Reed looking for the pass mid, but no one from Ascension there. Letting go of the pressure just for now. This is another touch middle, though. A nice block from Flame. And Green Glow now looking for an air dribble. Can't quite find it. That's on net. The defenders should be back. A little bit of a sticky situation for Ascension. As Rockerman looking to make a touch, but he won't be able to make the touch. And Reed's Ascension a little bit fortunate that one went off the backboard. Now they're the ones struggling in their own half.
Yeah, I mean, in the last 2 minutes of this game, really, we're starting to see a lot more Flame pressure. And it's only going to get worse if Ascension keeps missing the ball like they have been.
Yeah, they really need to find the same composure they had at the beginning of this game. Flame have really found their stride and are setting up continuous offensive attacks. Here comes another one. Flip looking for the double. Can't quite find it, but the ball's still dangerous. That one should be bouncing down. And we will head into our first overtime of the series. We'll have to see. This could be a huge momentum shifter for Ascension, but also set up a near impossible comeback if Ascension loses this.
Yeah, these game 2s are ever so essential because you win it, or the team that won game 1 wins it, and they're up 2-0, and they're just in all the... They have so much comfort, so much momentum. They're in all the position to just take the third game away and get the perfect sweep, but
what
if Ascension wins it... Yeah, that was an amazing save. I can't believe that. That was phenomenal to keep the game alive.
It was a nice shot from Reed as well, but just a great read from Flip to Reed and pre-jump. But there's gonna be a huge scuffle and the ball is somehow going to end up in Flame's net.
Yeah, I mean, Flip gets probably not the touch he intended, and it goes straight down in Green Globe. Somehow lands right where the ball ends up and scores the net to equalize the series.
Definitely not a convincing goal to end the game, but Ascension pull out the win regardless. And look at those shots for Ascension. 12 shots, only 3 goals, but in the end, if you can get enough shots, it doesn't really matter. Compared to 6, twice the amount of shooting, but still Flame looks more accurate.
We're definitely seeing more shot accuracy from Flame, but the problem with this is they're not getting many shots in general, and look how much they were on defense. 7 saves. You do not want to be getting 7 saves a game, especially against a team that is struggling to hit the ball in parts of this game. Like, they should really work on controlling the midfield more and really staying out of defense, because once they're on offense, Flame is a very strong team.
Yeah, their offense definitely looks to be their best. I mean, their defense doesn't look bad, especially with Flip just being a huge obstacle for the Ascension offense to put the ball in the net. But if you're them, you want to be on offense as much as possible. They've showed off that they can make these plays happen. And if they can continue to find sustained offense, then I can definitely see them taking the series. Well, it'll be up to them if they can find it.
Yeah, it really is all up to Flame. If they get off defense, then they control the series. If they can't, then this is gonna happen.
That's not how you want to start it off.
Quite the unfortunate play to really play out, because we saw Flip crash right into Citations, who just spawned off the demo. Nothing they could do there. It's not really their fault, but it still is an open net that they got scored on.
Yeah, you can't really ask much more from Citations. He can't choose where he spawns. But a little bit of unfortunate. You could probably say that the Flame roster got caught out regardless. But either way, still 4 minutes left, and Flame are now going to have to try and fight their way back into this one, as Ascension are not going to want to let it happen. That's almost an opportunity for Flame. Reed just had no respect for him to hit that shot, however. And now we will get to see some of the Flame offense as Tyrant gets this one out. Ball 50 in the midfield. Green gonna go for the Reed. Can't quite find it. Just decides to fake it as Reed gets a double. And that's gonna be a shot for Greenglow.
Yeah, that was really good from Greenglow to recognize that Reed was gonna get the double. And he read the panicked aerial from Tyrant and just shot in the open area of the net.
And a great play to capitalize on some unfortunate mistakes from Flame. Maybe feeling the effects of a new roster, the communication kind of messing them up a little bit, it would seem. But they're going to have to try and find their way back soon. Going down another game will not be good, as they will then be on match point. As we see Citations hit this ball out. A nice pass to Tyrant. Gets it off the backboard. The third man isn't there. Flip decides, probably wisely, not to commit to that one. Greenglow and Rockerman looking for their own pass play. Rockerman gets a huge bump, but Tyrant's there to bail out his teammate. And now the ball's in Ascension's half once more. But a huge 50. And the ball sent up to the Ascension backboard once again. Reed looking for an air dribble here. Can't quite find it. And now we've stopped the bleeding for now for Flame, but what are they going to have to do to get back into it?
I mean, it all starts with a little bit of control over the map. Right now, they barely have control over their 2 back boosts. They need to start making sure they are properly rotating on defense, and then getting midfield control, and then finally locking Ascension into their half, starving them for boost, and shooting on easy shots.
That is one of a game plan they can follow, but it's going to be difficult when they go down 3 with half the game remaining.
Yeah, I mean, they overextended there, no back post, and Tyrant was left to make a nearly impossible save, so Rockerman had a very easy time finding the right part of the net.
Yeah, once again, the defenders for Flame just not really putting themselves in ideal positions. Ascension starting to capitalize more and more as the series progresses. Here's more shots off the backboard. Citation's going to miss that one, but Reed can't quite find the shot. Still, it's another opportunity for Ascension, even though they barely missed. They just want to see all this time disappear from the clock as they continue to pepper the backboard. Reed with another hit towards the backboard. This one will be slightly softer. It's Tyrant now looking for the play out. Green going for the backboard once again, but Citation's going to block that. A nice find for him. As that's a big miss from Tyrant. Now a 1v1. Rockerman and Citations. Rockerman going to go for the fake. Won't be able to get it this time. But now Flame with a big opportunity. That's off the backboard. And once again, they just can't find Ascension's defense looking very solidified in this game 3.
Yeah, and well, I'll correct you there. I felt like Ascension's defense wasn't actually that solidified on that last shot, but they didn't really have the boost or the mechanics to capitalize on the mistake, and here they are still down 3-0.
Yeah, once again, actually the first time we've really seen inaccuracy be a large problem for Flame. They've been pretty good at hitting their shots so far. Now they're going to have to try to hit 3 in quick succession if they want a chance in this game, though. That is not the best touch from Tyrant. Setting up a play to flip, perhaps, as they're just going to have to go full aggression mode here and see if they can get anything out of this game, even just the tiniest bit of momentum back.
Yeah, for sure, and it's all going to start with just one goal. One goal will give them a little momentum at the very least in the next game, because they're going to need it if they want to bring this series to 5.
And it's looking like they're not going to find it there, but maybe in the next 30 seconds they can even get one goal. Gringlow still trying to hammer. Ascension is not letting up. They're looking for even more goals. They do not want this to go to a game 5. They just want to win this game, win the next one, and be done with it. As another hit off the backboard. This time Flip gets a nice read. Can Citations capitalize, though? Once again, Ascension defense gonna shut that one down. Now only 3 seconds left. One more goal, perhaps? Not quite.
Wow. Lot to unpack with this game. Really, I think the biggest thing is Flame, they didn't look like they looked in game 1 and the end of game 2. They kind of just didn't do much. They weren't picking up small pads. They had 0 field control and no shot accuracy, no shots at all.
Yeah, I guess technically an argument could be made that they have 100% shot accuracy. Since they didn't take any shots, they didn't score any goals.
0 divided by 0 is 0, so.
Yeah, you're right. But realistically, they didn't look like the same team that we saw in game 1 or game 2 even, looking like they're kind of losing their stride here. And we've seen the offense from them. We know that they can pull these plays off. You have to wonder if maybe their mental needs a boost if they're feeling a little bit down after 2 games. They certainly are going to have to fight to even get one back. But, I mean, from what we've seen in Game 1 and 2, they definitely have what it takes to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, once again, when Flame are on offense, I think they have the stronger offensive power over Ascension. The problem is, they're never on offense, so they can't really use that to their advantage.
It's difficult to make shots if you can't take shots. And we'll have to see if they can turn this around as we get game 4 going. Gringlow looking for a pass to Rockerman, gets a fake underneath one, but can't quite follow it up. A lot of fakes coming out from Ascension. There's one fake from Tyrant, actually. A very clever one, I'll also add. A Citation's now looking for the open net. Gets it past the last defender. Flames showing up in game 4.
Yeah, I mean, Citations got the pass from Tyrant, and then he saw Rockerman coming from the left, flicked it to the right, and now they're up.
And yeah, that's just a nice play from Flame. Definitely one that can get their confidence back. Now finally finding another lead. Have to see if they can hold on to it. As they are on offense off of this kickoff. A big pass to the center. Shot's just a little bit off target, but it was a difficult one to hit. This is where Flame want to be, though. They want to be the ones taking the shots. Ascension looking to break out. Just struggling to find boost right now, actually, as
Good pass.
Flip looking for a pass to Tyrant.
Oh my!
Can't quite find it. As another hit middle, now Flip almost going to get there. Ascension struggling on defense all of a sudden, though. And this one looks like it's Flame's game to lose all of a sudden.
Yeah, we're seeing so much more pressure coming out from Flame. They definitely, I think their survival instincts are kicking in. They know it's one or done. And they're really bringing up the heat.
Most definitely, and they look faster and more clean than they did in games 2 and 3. They are going to be on defense once again, though. We'll have to see if their defense can hold up and be even better than the previous games. As Green going to look for a shot off the backboard. Goes for the double. Can't quite find it, though. Now it's Flame coming once again. Shut down by Rockerman. Green going to get a hit center. No one there for the Ascension roster, though. That's actually kind of a reoccurring problem I've noticed for Ascension. They get a lot of hits middle, but then, as I say that, it kind of happens almost a huge counterattack for Flame.
Oh my!
But they can't quite find the net. Ascension will get a pass middle, though, and then there's not really anyone there to clean up for the shot. As once again, hits the middle. Flame going to deal with the pressure well, and they are dealing with it much better than they have previously. Now Green looking for a play, but still can't find anything. The ball sent into Ascension's half once again, and Flame are just looking kind of faster than Ascension at the moment.
They're really just playing a much better style of play than last game, or really the last two. They have a lot more control in general. It looks a lot better to watch.
Most definitely, and we'll have to see if they can keep that up, as Green gonna finally get it clear for Ascension, but how long will it last as the ball is sent right back to their backboard? Rockerman can't make the touch. Tyrant with a shot opportunity. It was on, but he won't be able to find it. As Gringo looking for a pass down. Looks like Reed wasn't quite ready for that one, but Ascension will now have a little bit of offensive pressure, although Tyrant's going to shut that down immediately. And even get another dunk to send the ball further into Ascension's corner. Flip looking for the hit off the backboard. And all these hits off the backboard are adding up for Flame. And that's a huge demo for Tyrant. Rockerman needs to make that touch. He can't quite make it. Flip's going to be there. The ball's bouncing off the post. Rockerman gets a clutch touch, though. And finally, or just barely, I should say, Ascension hangs on for another few seconds.
Yeah, I'm shocked that didn't go into their net. I mean, everything looked good for Flame, but somehow, by a saving grace, Rockerman clears the ball away, and now the pressure's all gone.
And in fact, they'll be the ones going on offense now. Although nothing will result of it yet. That's a huge pinch. Green looking to keep this one in. But now 47 seconds left. That shot's on target. And Tyrant's going to score to put him ahead by 2.
Yeah, this is a really good cushion to be on now. 44 seconds, 2 goals up. When you're fighting to force game 5, this is a good feeling. And let's hope that they build upon this and get more momentum going to the next game.
Yeah, I'm sure you're hoping that so that your series prediction can be.
do hope.
And
but Rockerman
looking to send one in. Can't quite find it, though. That might have been one of the last opportunities for them to tie up this game. They need to score quickly. If they can score quickly now, maybe there's still a chance. But it isn't looking like it'll happen, as the ball is in Flame's half, but patience from their defense is going to allow them to get out once again. Flame forming another counterattack. Rockerman with a big shot, and that one's going to go in. Now there's actually a chance for them to tie up this game 4.
Yeah, Rockerman scores a goal when he needs to the most. 11 seconds. It's very unlikely, but it is possible. We've seen 0-second goals before. We might see one here.
And they still do have even 11 seconds. That's plenty of time to set up a play. Green Glow missing the corner, and the boost is not going to help, though. He will get a nice
Maybe
pop.
it's calculated.
Takes it to the corner, but Flip patient on the backboard. Reed has to make a touch here, but Tyrant's going to kill that one, and the series is even once again to take us to a best of 5.
Yeah, I mean, Green Glow missing that boost, it didn't hurt him that much, but it did slow down the pace of the final 11 seconds significantly. But hey, Ascension did score 1. That will help their momentum. I think we're in for a really good game 5.
Yeah, this is definitely what we want to see. We know they have exact same records. Who is going to be the one to pull ahead to 4-2 here? It could be either of them. I'm not exactly sure if you're sticking with your prediction or if you think Ascension are going to pull off the upset in your eyes. Personally, I think it could go either way.
Yeah, it really can. Don't don't forget this match is technically for third place. It is still pretty early in the season, but this season, where only 6 teams make the playoffs. 3 teams from each division make it. So this third place spot is very important.
Most definitely. And Ascension always seeming to be one of these teams that goes to game 5. I was on Ascension last season, and for some reason, almost every time we were streamed, we're going to ignore playoffs because that doesn't count. Almost every time we were streamed, we seem to go to game 5. Definitely a team that likes to play for the content. And we're going to have no shortage of it as we head into game 5 here. And there can only be one victor at the end of the day. Will Ascension get their revenge, or are Flame going to continue to prove themselves as one of the top teams in Challenger? Whichever team wins, honestly, the other one is still looking like a solid contender for this Challenger Cup. Both teams playing fairly well today.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how these teams progress this season, because I think both these teams can have a very good shot at taking it all if they just build up their momentum and like over the season and just really develop as a team.
Most definitely. And we should be getting the 5th game underway here. Our players were waiting for confirmation, it seems. No one wants to mess up the game 5. I can respect it.
How could you want to mess up the game 5? This is a very important series for both of these teams.
Only 5 minutes to decide, well, maybe more if we go into overtime, to decide who will take this series. It's been a close one so far. I expect an even closer game 5 as the ball is pretty much dead even on the kickoff. Ascension looking to get this one out of their half. A little bit of a double commit there, actually, but Reed gets a nice flick. Almost gets the bump as well. That's a shot opportunity, but Flip is in the perfect position to save it. What a save.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal save we just saw from him. And this first goal is very important, so those saves are very high pressure.
Most definitely. The first goal in Game 5, arguably the most important goal of the entire Game 5, as it'll give you the momentum one way or the other typically. Although it can be hard to score the first goal and have that pressure of having to keep on to it. We'll have to see, though, as neither team's cracking just yet. Rockerman looking for the pass, can't quite find it. This is almost an open net for Flame, actually, but Citations gets a poor catch, can't quite capitalize on it. And the ball is heading towards Flame's half once again. Nothing going to come of it just yet, but even more pressure. If Ascension can find the same pressure that they found in games 2 and 3, then they are looking like they are poised to take this game 5, but can they be accurate in like they were in game 4 with it?
That is a very good question. If Flame, they play like they did in game 4, I think we're going to see a Flame win, but if they go back to their game 2 and 3 play style, I think Ascension is going to take this pretty easily.
That is to be determined, as the first goal still not scored. Double commit on defense, but a great clear from the Flame roster as Flip sends this one right back into Ascension half. And that's actually going to be an open net. An unfortunate miss from Reed leads to a 0-1 deficit for Ascension.
Yeah, that first touch by Flip into the corner, that can be pretty hard to read when you're in the Challenger League, and it results in an open net.
And definitely Ascension feeling like they should not have been scored on there, but they're going to have to bounce back quick if they want to have a chance. That's a miss from Flip, actually. Luckily for him, his teammate is there to clear the ball out. But another opportunity for Flame. So that's a miss from Greenglow, but Rockerman barely gets a clear off. That's another net. A little bit of an awkward position, actually, for the defender there. The Flame does well to deal with it. Now getting the ball past Reed, but Rockerman taking the ball high. Shut down by Flip. And now Flame looking for the counterattack. Going to send the ball off the corner. Can't quite get anything of it. Rockerman on the dribble here tries to get it to Greenglow as he has no boost, but nothing quite going to come of it. Yeah, that's a huge touch by Green. Not quite able to capitalize once again, though. Rockerman just gonna send that one.
Oh no!
Not quite going to go in off the crossbar, and you hate to see it if you're an Ascension fan. You feel like that should have been a goal for them.
Yeah, he had half the net to shoot on. the defender didn't really have much boost, so he's definitely going to see that one in his nightmares if they lose this game.
Most definitely, and for their sake, hopefully they can get back. But Tyrant
no.
gonna shoot on net, and they're gonna go up 2-0 once again. We've seen a couple of 2-0 leads from Flame, and they haven't dropped a single one yet in this series.
Yeah, the one thing we do know about Flame is once they gain the lead, they do not give it up. So I think if Ascension doesn't do anything soon, this might be wraps.
We'll have to see how strong their mental can bounce back from that. Definitely going to be difficult. Rockman looking for a nice touch. Finds the center, but no one was there. Now Flame, once again, has complete control over the ball. Ascension just kind of backing off. And really, Ascension are the ones who need to be looking for the initiative, looking to try and make plays happen, and that's not going to be Rockerman with a huge save on the goal line after missing, just barely gets down in time. Can they turn this around though and come back? Only a minute 22 to work with. Flames still with all of the aggression, all of the plays. Reed gonna need to get it clear here, but once again it's shut down by Flip. Greenglow looking for another. Reed trying to formulate a pass play or anything for Ascension, but they just aren't finding it, and now the boost is running out. Nothing to work with for Ascension. Flame looking like they might score again.
All three players on Ascension have 0 boost. Green just got some, but they were all on 0 boost for a solid 10 seconds there. If Flame kept the pressure up, that was almost guaranteed gold.
This is not what you want to see if you're an Ascension fan. They're just being completely starved. Nothing able, as Tyrant's going to pick up another full pad. They know their win condition. Just keep all the boost and run down the clock. It's working so far. Greenglow gets a flick, but only to the center of the field. And Flip's there to almost capitalize on it. Now they keep trying to hit the ball high. Reed with a huge hit. And Tyrant almost sending home another goal.
Rocker needs to turn this around and score this now if they want any chance.
And he can't quite get there. Tyrant shuts him down at the last second, 4 seconds. Rockman needs to score, but the ball is going to drop to the floor on 0 seconds, and Flame are going to take this game 5 in dominant fashion.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw Flame repeat game 3, but reversed. I mean, I guess Ascension did get shots, but none of those shots were threatening at all, and somehow this ball's still up in the air, and that was a really good game 5. I want to see that save from Rockerman again.
Yeah, Rockerman came in clutch on the defense, but unfortunately Ascension couldn't find any real offense. They had, I think, one shot that was clear on net that went off the crossbar, but other than that, it was a Flame showing, and they did well to gain their lead and then never lose it. Even though actually Ascension did have one more shot than Flame, I don't think most of those were actually real shots where they had a high chance of scoring. It was mostly just kind of pressure that resulted in shots.
Yeah, I think this game really came down to that one save in the beginning by... I'm struggling to remember who made the save, but there was a save within the first 15 seconds and by Flame, and that really set the tone for the game that Ascension could not score on them. They took the lead, controlled the field. Beautiful game 5 from Flame.
And they did well to maintain it. I'm not sure if we are actually going to be having an interview. I don't see anyone in the waiting room. And I'm not sure if we are. All right, I've been informed that there actually is no time for the interview. The series was too close and the games are too good. So we're going to have to get right into our next game. And after this short break, it's going to be Vortex versus Hydra. Definitely a matchup you don't want to miss. Thanks everyone for tuning in for this one, and I'll catch you guys later.
Have a good night.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final match of the night in the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. We are coming at you with a fiery match tonight. Your boy Psychonautic in the booth, going to bring you some play-by-play action, and I'm joined by a good casting buddy of mine, somebody I always enjoy sharing the booth with. Fishy, how you doing tonight, my dude?
You honor me too much here, Psycho, but I'm doing great, and we've got probably the best rival matchup of the season so far.
And I am hoping so. I'm hearing some good things. I've seen some good things. I see more than a few names that I recognize on the pitch here, and I think it's gonna be pretty intense.
Yeah, it definitely will be. Vortex on the up and up after picking up Bubs, and he's really popped off for them and gotten them to be one of those top teams, top playoff contenders. But Hydra looking so good, undefeated start for them. And you can't bet against Biscuit. He's won his past 29 matches in a row.
That's right. I remember hearing that. He's going. Seabiscuit's going for his 30th consecutive win in Nemesis here tonight. So if he can win, that's 30 wins in a row. He has somewhere around in the high 80s for his win percentage, 87 or 89 in Nemesis. So definitely a hot commodity here, and definitely going to be expecting to see him perform top notch tonight, as he always does. And I heard that this JLS or Gels individual is new to the league, just joined up this week, I think.
Yeah, he is new to the league and this Hydra rosters, but apparently he's really good, and I'm interested to see how he can really elevate Hydra to a next level.
That, and I know for a fact that we're going to see some good stuff coming from, as he is right now, Chipmunk, a monster man. He's always shows up. He always performs. Love seeing him on the pitch, and definitely can't leave out Zerf. Zerf's a long-time Nemesis player. He's been around the league quite a bit. He's made quite a name for himself as well. Wouldn't you agree there, Fishy?
I would definitely agree, especially just playing them myself in the Titan League, and they almost held their own and swept us, which would have been quite embarrassing. But they really held their own in that high of a level.
Most definitely, and it looks like we got all the players ready. They should be joining up on the pitch here any minute now. And there we go. For Hydra, they're going to be running with Seabiscuit, Zerf, and JLS. And then Vortex has got Bubs, Chipmunk Monster, and Casper. We're going to get right into this action right here, right now. Game 1, Chipmunk's going to go up, make his touch into the corner. Bubs keeping the pressure alive. Chip, again, is going to try and follow it, but JLS is going to hit it away from him. Casper's going to put one on, but Zerf is on the post, able to make the stop. Chip keeping the pressure for Vortex. Chip sends it out. Bubs is up. He's there, but the ball gets 50'd away. Bubs able to get another touch. JLS is going to send it out. Seabiscuit off the sidewall. Casper's in the midfield, able to catch it. Zerf off the sidewall. Touches it again. This is dangerous, but Chip is able to get an amazing save.
Oh,
Seabiscuit with a big shot. It's going to get knocked down by Bubs. Oh my goodness, only a minute in so far, Fishy, and we are seeing some spicy shots.
Yeah, we're already seeing some great plays coming out from the offense, but even better saves coming out by both Chipmunk. I believe it was Zerf at the back for Hydra. Doing a great job, and again, Bubs gets a save there.
Bubs with a big save right there. Vortex doing everything that they can to keep this ball out. Hydra just absolutely dominating on the offensive pressure right now, but they haven't been able to get Vortex's defense to crack. As Chipmunk's going to take it down, he's going to put it in front. That was almost dangerous. Oh, an unfortunate pinch, and that's going to go right over the two backmen.
And unfortunate really is the best way to put it. Casper, it looked like he didn't even push up that far, but with a pinch that fast, it goes right over his head and gives Hydra a 1-goal lead.
Not even halfway through, Hydra going up by 1. Vortex gonna need to find something. Oh, that's a shot by Zerf right there, but luckily Bubs was able to make an easy save, knock it up. As the 50 comes out in the midfield, JLS goes up, but he gets beat by Bubs. Chips there, almost is able to get a good shot, but it goes high. Casper gets dunked by Seabiscuit, but Bubs is going to clear it. Casper can't find his touch off the wall. Bubs trying to get it middle, gets it past one. That's dropping. Chip is there, but Seabiscuit able to 50 in front of the net, and it goes in his favor. Zerf able to get it up past Casper, get it past Bubs. JLS on the wall, tries to send it out mid. Seabiscuit's there to take the shot, but Chip is able to make another save as we near the midway point in this match. Neither of these teams are cracking very much, Fishy.
And I'm very impressed by both teams' abilities to read those infield passes. We've seen it come off the corner a couple of times, and it's immediately met by a defender. I'm really impressed by that because that's usually what kills teams.
And there's definitely been some fast shots coming out and some really, really nice saves as we see Bubs make another one right there, playing the patient game. Casper, bit of a double commit, but they're not going to get punished for it. Chipmunk over to Casper, back to Chipmunk. Chipmunk off the sidewall to the mid. Bubs is going to leave it for JLS. It's going to go pass. Chipmunk off the sidewall. Can he follow it? Zerf stops it. Chip again is at the upper 90. It's just going to go wide. Seabis is going to clear it out. Zerf with the touch to the mid. Chip off the wall. 50s down to JLS. In the midfield, 50s with Casper. Casper's going to get a pinch and send it down to Seabiscuit. It's going to ping pong back and forth here. This could be dangerous. Zerf's going to send it to the side. Bubs with the 50. And we're seeing Vortex come in and take a little bit of the initiative here and start pushing offensively, Fishy.
Yeah, they're forcing Hydra into a couple of awkward positions, but so far no one's been there to really capitalize on the weak touches that are forced out by Hydra, and I'd like to see Vortex ramp up that pressure with a minute left here.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody in the stands that's voting for Vortex and rooting for Vortex is thinking the same thing. As time winds down, they only need one to stay in this first match. Oh, and that is gonna go. Oof! Wow, give it. Excuse me. That's gonna give Hydra 2 points.
And Pubs, he was really unfortunate back there in a 3-on-1 situation. He had to jump early, but a great play by Biscuit, just putting the ball out of his reach, knowing that once it got past him, it couldn't get saved.
That pass play took my breath away. Woo! As Zerf is going to be able to flick past Chip in the mid, but Bub's going to keep the pressure. Casper tries to do the third man thing, pops it up. Bubs can't quite find the touch. Zerf trying to get it past Chip. He's not able to. Chip is going to 50, follow it. Bubs is going to come in and get the demo on JLS there. Casper, he's got a lot of time, but he's going to miss the ball. Chip is going to 50 with Zerf. This could be dangerous. Bubs is able to get the touch and send it away. 10 seconds left. And it's looking like Vortex is not going to be able to come back from this one here, Fishy.
Yeah, Hydra's keeping him in their half with no time left. No chance from Vortex in this one. Really, the story of this game, I've got to say it was pretty even on pressure, but just the area where that pressure was going in, Vortex a lot of times caught up in Hydra's corner. And you see Hydra here with 16 shots.
Yeah, that was some commanding pressure from Hydra right there. Those boys were playing extremely fast, and pretty much all their shots were bangers, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they really were, and a ton of passes coming out. But Vortex, they did a good job of defending them for the most part. And only one goal that really came from Hydra's great pressure, as that one unfortunate pink goal came out. It's still very close for Vortex.
Most definitely. I think Vortex can very easily pick this back up. You know, as far as 12 shots or 16 shots, excuse me, and they were able to knock down 10 of them, put 10 saves on the board. That's impressive for really any team.
Yeah, and especially the situations they found themselves into. A lot of one-on-ones, one-on-twos, and they were able to get the saves every time.
Hopefully they're able to carry that momentum into this game too. We're going to get into this kickoff straight away. The Seabiscuit's going to be able to get it past Chipmunk. Bubs going to keep the pressure to Chipmunk almost with the redirect, but it's just barely going to miss. Seabiscuit, Zerf, that could have been dangerous, but Zerf's shot was a little bit off. JLS is going to keep the pressure. Zerf in the midfield, going to try and he flicks one. He gets it. Oh, almost past two, but Bubs was able to make a nice half flip save. The very last second there. Casper's up. He's trying to get the touch. He does. Bubs up. Oh, leaving the net wide open. JLS is going to send one soaring.
The pressure from Hydra just too much. Bubsy committed as third man there. Didn't know both his teammates had already committed in the corner. And JLS so quick on that turn to put it in the open net.
With 4:21 left on the clock, still a lot of Rocket League left here to play, but Hydra is going to go up by 1. This is definitely not what Vortex is wanting as far as their momentum goes, but that's going to be a double commit whiff coming out from Hydra there. But Vortex isn't able to capitalize on it as JLS is going to get a demo on Chipmunk. The ball's going to get sent to the other side. Bubs tries to get it past in the midfield, but JLS puts a stop to it. Chipmunk tries to take control of it. He 50s with Zerf. He's not able to get it past Seabiscuit in the midfield. JLS going to keep the pressure for Hydra. Send the ball down in the mid. This could be dangerous. Bubs controlling it, and he's able to get a dunk off the top of the car, it looked like, or a pinch off the top of that car. Chip is going to send it to the mid. Bubs sends it back. Chip's there, but he's barely going to miss it. Zerf off the top of his car. Can't get it past Casper. JLS in the corner. Casper is going to break it up. We're seeing still some commanding pressure here from Hydra, and it almost feels like Vortex isn't playing quite as fast as they were last match, Fishy.
Yeah, it seems like they're just giving Hydra too much respect at this point. I feel like maybe they have to go for those bumps, go for a couple of demos even, to kind of swing things in their favor and give them a few more opportunities.
That's definitely true as we get closer and closer to the midway point in this match. Just like last match, there Hydra leading by 1 for a majority of this match. Vortex trying to get one on. Chipmunk hits the top crossbar and it's going to pop out, but Casper's there to clean it up.
And what pressure from Vortex all the way down the field and just hammering shots off. Chipmunk was unlucky not to score himself just off the bar. The good 50 from Bubs, and Casper's there to put it home.
And that's exactly what Vortex needed at the exact halfway mark. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to tie it up in this game 2. Bubs is going to put one down, but Seabis is going to send it to the side. He's able to get it past Casper. It's just now he's got 2 to beat, but he can't beat Chip. Chip sends it all the way out to the other end. JLS tries to get something going, but Chip's going to bump him. Chip just playing very aggressively right now. Bubs is up. He's able to make the stop. This is still dangerous, though. JLS is up, but Chip is going to find a 50. Bubs going to send it up. He's going to follow it. Zerf's going to 50 with him in the mid. JLS is up to touch. He touches. He gets a second one. He gets a flip reset. He puts one on, and it's just barely going to go wide. Oh, that was close one right there, Fishy. That was what I've been waiting to see.
And Biscuit just trying to crack it open himself, but just unable to. It seems like Hydra, they need to go back to their pressure because they're unable to solo play through Vortex right now.
It's definitely close right now, and Bubs coming in trying to put some pressure on. JLS able to make the stop. That was some good stuff right there. High flying action. Zerf puts it out, but it gets sent. The ball's up mid. Bubs is there. He's going to put it on. JLS tries. He might. He cannot make the stop.
And Bubs, what a great touch out of the back. It goes up so high off the corner, and he's actually getting to the pass himself all the way from his own net and manages to get the goal.
Oh, man, that was beautiful. What a follow-up from Bubs right there as he takes the lead for his team in this game 2. Hydra has less than a minute now to answer that, or they're going to lose game 2 in this series. Zerf is going to pinch it and send it all the way up. Seabiscuit's there, but Chip is able to get in front of him, send it out. Bubs is going to take his time, send it all the way to the side. Zerf's up. Doesn't quite get the touch he's looking for, but it is in his favor. Casper is going to find it in the midfield. JLS. Bubs is up. He's going to find a touch. This could be something. It's dawdling in the middle. Chip's there. He puts it on. Back to the center. Casper. This still is dangerous for them. Bubs gets the hit, but it's off the top. Zerf is going to send it out and break up that pressure. Hydra now only has 10 seconds. They need to make something happen right here, right now. And Zerf is going to send it up, and this could be the dream. This is off the backboard. Seabiscuit's there. It's still off the backboard. The dream is still alive, but it's going to touch down, and Vortex is going to take game number 2.
Great resilience from Vortex. They were down a goal in that game and managed to hold on not only to go down 2, but to bring it back for a 2-1 victory.
Yeah, they definitely turned it up in that game. 9 shots, which I'm pretty sure was way more, because in the first game I think they had 3 or 4 shots. Not quite as many saves, but obviously they didn't have to play as many saves this time, or have to make as many saves this time, as they were much more aggressive. So that was really, really a good switch up for them.
Yeah, I think that aggression really put Hydra on the back foot, as it seemed they weren't really ready for the high speed coming out of Vortex after that game 1, as there were a few double commits coming out from Hydra, and also Vortex for that part, because they were playing so fast.
Yeah, man, and I'm interested to see how it's going to move forward, because I know for a fact that Seabiscuit, and I would assume Seabiscuit's teammates are really good at adapting to whenever their opponents change their play style. So, we'll have to see in this game 3 if that sort of aggressiveness holds up for Vortex.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
And we're going to get into it right now, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3, we're tied up 1-1 in the series, and this first kickoff is going to go in favor of Vortex, as Chipmunk is going to send it to the center, but the ball is going to get hit away. Oh, it's still dangerous. Seabiscuit is going to get the touch. Casper's up. He puts it off of the backboard. Chipmunk's there. That's in the mid. Bubs hits it, but it's going to go off to the side. Chipmunk gets a weird 50, and it's sent all the way back to Vortex's defensive zone. Casper's going to take it up the sidewall, but he sends it a little bit too far, and JLS gets a touch on it. Chipmunk has the 50 in the mid. This could be dangerous. It's floating in. Bubs is able to make an amazing save, but JLS is going to go ahead and tap it in.
Seems like Vortex, they pushed up a little too far there. Bubs, I didn't think he could get that save, but barely gets back to it. It won't be enough as Hydra take a 1-goal lead.
And I think we might have had, I think the goal from last match was at 420 as well. So we're maybe seeing a repeat right here, as Hydra's going to take the early pressure. Chipmunk able to make the save. JLS with a beautiful shot from the sidewall. Bubs is going to send it out from his far post. Zerf finds it in the mid, is able to get it past 2 of the defenders, but Casper is going to break it up. Casper is going to slow it down. Can he make passes it to Chipmunk, and Chipmunk tries to get the shot, but it's going to go wide. JLS is going to break up the offense, send it down. Bubs getting it over 2 of the offenders. Casper trying to get something going. JLS is going to find it in the midfield, though. That ball could be dangerous as it gets pinched up and out to the side. Seabiscuit puts one on net, but Chip is going to knock it down. Bubs finds it, is going to send it. JLS pops it, and it's off the backboard. Casper is going to come in, make the touch, as Seabis is going to send it out. we're getting closer and closer to the halfway point on this game 3, Fishy, and we're seeing that I would say Hydra has adapted quite well to the changes that Vortex made.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of playing calm whenever they're on defense and really letting Vortex come at them, knowing that there will be defenders rotating back if they can stall long enough. And just like to highlight that one 3-on-1 that Vortex looked like they were going for a pass, but not on the same page together.
Yeah, definitely always got to be on the same page, especially whenever you're making those intricate pass plays, as Bubs has to get up there and make a stop. JLS there for the shot. Chipmunk is going to flick it past one of Hydra, get it off the sidewall, sends it to the mid. Bubs is there, but barely going to go wide. Casper trying to clean it up. He's going to miss his touch. Bubs sends it up. He comes off the sidewall. He finds a second touch. He's going to air dribble it. Oh, my goodness. But it's going to get knocked out. Seabiscuit trying to make the counter attack, but Casper able to get in front of the ball. Bubs is going to try and air dribble it again, it looks like, but JLS is going to find it off the sidewall, send it out to Casper. Casper pops it. Zerf putting one barely on net that looked like it was going to hit post, but it gets knocked away by Bubs. Casper able to send it all the way back to Hydra's defensive zone. A little under 2 minutes left on the clock now. Vortex has got to pick up their pace a little bit here, Fishy, or they might get left in the dust.
Yeah, they need to go back to where they came from in that game 2 of going at Hydra as fast as they can, as it's caused a couple of opportunities. And they just need to get back into that and bring it to Hydra.
Casper almost able to do just that, but Seabiscuit, oh my goodness, what a redirect.
And he gets the 50 in the midfield, pops it up to Zerf, and a little give and go back to Biscuit. What a play from Hydra to give him a 2-goal lead.
Highlight play indeed. Hopefully somebody was around to clip that, because I'm sure it'll make the cut. And Hydra's going to go up by 2. Just a little over a minute. Almost a double coming out right there. JLS taking a shot. Chipmunk making an amazing save. I think this is the second. Oh, and a doozy comes out from Zerf. Am I right? Was that a doozy?
It certainly does seem that way, Psycho. And the pressure from Hydra just got too much for Vortex at the end of this one, it seems, as they let another one in.
Oh my goodness, it looked like Seabiscuit was there for the pinch if he hadn't have got that doomsy. It looked like either way, that was going to be a nail in Vortex's coffin. Bubs is going to come and try and make the clear. He does. Gets the second touch, but JLS is going to play defensive in the midfield. Bubs able to find it in this corner, send it. Zerf is going to keep the pressure for Hydra, but Chip is going to send it back out. He gets the pinch. And it clears. JLS is going to pop it, finds a second touch, tries to get it past. He does, but Bubs is going to break it up. Bubs. Oh my goodness, wow, he was able, what? Explain to me, Fishy.
I don't know if I can. It seems like Bubs. I thought there were 2 defenders in this way, but as soon as he jumped, the net was wide open.
My goodness, it looked like he went over, 2 defenders. And that was just a perfectly timed jump to get in the air and get up underneath the ball. Wow, what an amazing set of mechanics we see come out from Bubs right there. We almost see another one, but Seabiscuit is able to get in front of it. Only 15 seconds left, even though that was such a good shot. Bubs is going to go ahead and try and style on him again with a little bit of the fake action, but Seabiscuit not going to be fooled by it. Only 1 second left. The ball only has to touch, and Hydra is going to take game 3.
And Bubs, the solo plays at the end, almost brought it back for Vortex. That was dangerously close to being a 1-goal game at the end. But where was that the rest of the 4 minutes coming out from Vortex? A lot of their opportunities were stopped in the midfield. And they picked it up, but just too little too late.
Yeah, you got to wonder what was going through their head during this game. And hopefully we'll see in game 4 they come out straight out the gate, guns a-blazing, because obviously that's what they're going to need to do against Hydra. Hydra is just way too fast and way too aggressive to sort of let them come to you use that as a play style, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and it seems like they're trying to throw people at the ball, and I think that's really how you win this. But you also have to keep in mind, if they double commit, that next challenge could very well have no players on it. So it's a perfect balance of playing really aggressive yet calm enough to not overcommit.
That's probably some awesome advice that I need to write down right now as we get into game number 4. Hydra being up 2-1. Vortex looking to make a comeback right here in this game. So send us into a game 5. Chipmunk is going to send it up. Not able to find the second touch off the backboard, but Bubs almost able to get it in for his teammate. JLS trying to take it slow, but he's not able to get it past the defender. As the ball is going to just sort of float in front of the net. Bubs able to get the 50. Casper is going to miss his touch. JLS with the wave dash. Flips it over. Seabiscuit in the mid. But Bubs gets dunked by Seabiscuit. And that's dangerous. But Casper and Chipmunk, 50, but it turns out to be okay for him. Zerf, puts one a little bit high. Seabiscuit trying to clean it up, but Chipmunk with a good save. JLS can't get it past Bubs, but Zerf is going to keep the pressure. Chipmunk's going to send it all the way out. Seabiscuit keeping it in. Puts it to the mid. A pinch right there. And the ball's going to float, and Chipmunk is there, and that's dangerous, but Zerf is able to get in front of it and knock it down. Zerf coming with the counterattack right now. Can he make something happen? Bubs off the back wall. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left, Fishy. We just saw some good stuff right there. And then Seabiscuit gets a demo, but what are you seeing from your point of view?
Well, Hydra really had the upper hand there for a good minute or so, but that ping from Vortex gave him a breath of fresh air. And Bubs, he's looking dangerous as ever on the offensive half.
And as we see Bubs fall off the ceiling and try to make something happen right there, just as you were saying, Fishy, JLS is going to break it up, though. Looks like they're having a little trouble in the corner. He's going to get it off the back wall. Chipmunk keep the pressure for Vortex. The ball's in the mid. Bubs is going to send it out. Looks like a bit of a miscommunication there as Casper goes flying past the ball. Zerf tries to get the flick, but he gets stuffed by Chip. Chip's going to send it to the mid. JLS is going to get a booming touch on it to the backboard where Bubs is going to get just as big of a touch. Seabiscuit trying to slow things down in the mid, but he's going to get dunked. Chip sends it up. This could be dangerous. Bubs and Casper are going to double. Chip not able to get it past the defender. Bubs keeping the pressure. It's in the mid. JLS sends it back to the side. Hydra looking to get a clear as Casper is going to find a demo on JLS. Zerf is going to send it over. And 2 minutes left on the clock, and we're still at 0-0. I can't tell if Vortex is playing more aggressive or if Hydra is just having sort of an off game here, Fishy.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell when either of these teams are really bringing on the pressure or if it's the other team playing bad, but I think it might have been a mix of both. As Hydra, they really fell off of their pressure from the first minute. And just a few shots registered since then.
And as time dwindles down, Seabiscuit finds it off the side. Seabiscuit's going to go up, try and get the second touch, but he can't. Bubs, that's a floater. Zerf is up. He puts it into his own corner. Chip keeping the pressure for Vortex. Bubs is there, but Seabiscuit is too. Seabiscuit gets stuffed by Casper. JLS is going to send it out. That is on, but Bubs is going to be able to make the stop. Finds his second touch. Oh, well, I'm not sure if that was a third touch, but he got it past one of the defenders. Casper pops it up. Gets it past JLS. This could be dangerous. Chipmunk not able to find the touch. Zerf gets it past the team. That's just going to go wide, but he's going to be able to clean it up and send Hydra in the lead.
And Hydra, I don't know how they held on to that defensive pressure coming out from Vortex, but all three players committed for that goal. And I don't blame them. The net looked open, but Hydra and Zerf, they managed to pull it back and get a lead.
Hydra capitalizing so far this series on counterattacks whenever Vortex pushes up too far. Chip gets in front of the ball, and that was a dangerous shot from JLS. Zerf gets stuffed by Bubs. Bubs again off the back wall. Casper hits it off the corner. That could be dangerous. Chip is up, but he gets stuffed. Bubs coming off the sidewall, finds the second touch. This could be something here, but JLS is going to send it out. Seabiscuit able to get a save himself. Chip finding the save off the back wall, but this is dangerous. Seabiscuit comes in, but it gets stopped again. Zerf, only 4 seconds right. Vortex need this, and the ball is going to go in favor of Hydra as they score a last-second goal. Woo! That's not how you want to end the game.
And Hydra, they had such a strong showing why they are 5-0, now 6-0 in the rival league. And it looked close at moments, but they really just had a all-around team game to win this series.
Big congratulations to Hydra for the win right there. Congratulations to Seabiscuit for his 30th consecutive win. Round of applause in the chat for that. Vortex, unfortunately, going to have to walk away with a loss tonight. Always next week. That was a spectacular game right there. I am super, super happy I got to cast that with you, my guy Fishy. That was a grand old time.
Yeah, that was a good one. And I think we got an interview coming in now with one of the Hydra players. I think we got Biscuit coming in now.
Most definitely. Seabiscuit, that, my friend, was a spicy meatball. Congratulations.
It was a very spicy one, my friend. Thank you.
Man, that looked good. Only dropping one game. How do you feel?
It feels good. I mean, especially with Gels being new to the roster, a few awkward double commits we weren't happy about, but we started cleaning them up a little bit more as we went there, and it was definitely felt good to get it cleaned up and felt really dominant as a whole.
Yeah, Jails was looking super good right there. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Fishy. I'll send it over to you.
Oh, you're all good. I was just gonna stay on the topic of him as he is new to the league, like you said, and I was just wondering how long have you guys really played together? Any scrims going on?
Well, Zerf and Gels are actually friends. Zerf didn't know Gels was joining the league, so they have a few 100 hours probably together. I'd guess somewhere in there. Not too many, but a decent amount. But as a team, we only have maybe 2-3 hours together so far since we picked them up. So pretty short as a 3-man squad, but those two work so well together. It's pretty easy for me to just find a spot to fit in.
So Hydra's 6-0 now. What is your mindset now moving forward? Are y'all the only undefeated team in Rival?
I believe we are, but I'd have to be fact checked on that one. But in our minds, the mindset is just keep going. I don't see a reason for us to lose at this point. We've beaten most of the top power ranked teams at this point. We have a few more to play, but it's just all about staying focused. Kind of the same mindset last season's Drakes had to go through. Take each game at a time and see where we go, and just expecting to win. That's our mindset. Oh, I've been fact checked. We are the only undefeated rival team left.
That's fantastic. Fisher, you got anything else for Seabiscuit while we got him?
Yeah, just wondering what you guys really did, because in that game one you had a ton of shots, but in the following games, Vortex, they really kind of stepped up on the defense, I would say, but you managed to beat them out anyway. What do you say you guys did better to really win those last games?
A lot of early challenging. Game 2, we were being super passive, and with a team with a player like Bubs on their team who is so dominant when he has space, not early challenging just led us to be in a lot of crappy situations in net that we struggled with in game 2, but we tried a lot harder to avoid those situations as much as possible in game 3 and 4, and it worked out in our favor, and Zerf just kind of turned it on and started scoring a lot, which is always great for our team.
Most definitely. Hydra looked absolutely fantastic out there tonight, man. Again, congratulations to you guys. I really appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time and coming and doing this interview with us, bud.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me. And I like my bacon chewy cow tart.
There you go, Cowtard. You heard him. Heard the man. He likes his bacon chewy, and he likes it chewy. So
Chewy because it's chewy.
chewy because it's chewy. Hey, I actually can't harp on that because I like my bacon chewy as well. So
I like a nice medium, really, but crispy can get real bad real quick.
well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to wrap us up for the night. As always, really appreciate everybody who came out and showed some support. Always appreciate it. We just got 2 more days and we'll be back with some Monday Night Rocket League for everybody's face holes. It's going to be a good time, just as it was tonight. And Fishy, anything? Oh, the Discord. If you're watching, if you're new to the stream and you're not a part of the Discord, definitely come over to the Discord, check it out, join up, come play with us, get on stream. Everything's fantastic. Love everybody. Thank everybody for your support and showing up. Fishy, again, thank you for joining me in the booth tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and I can't wait to see all of you guys in the chat in 2 days when we come back for some Monday night.
Most definitely. Hope to see everybody there. Have a good night.
The grind continues.